And that is something that if you also would prefer to have an asset-backed investment, we are collateral based. We're not buying unsecured debt. How long is the note term? Well, you've got a choice. You can do 3 years, 5 years, or 50 years. And folks, at the end of the term, we'd notify you, we call you, we email you, we send you a letter. But if you don't want the money back at the end of the term, we will, as a convenience, renew it automatically for you on an annual basis. So if you're busy and you really don't want that money back, we'll keep working on this for you. And then just when you want it back, we'll get it back. So we just automatically renew it as a convenience, but that's up to you. If you have something you want to do with it, we get it back to you. Or if you just want to let it keep working for you, we do it. Can you invest into your SIP, your self-invested personal pension? Well, technically your SIP provider is the one that needs to answer that question because they're the only one that can give the approval. We can't approve it. But I will say this, folks. I will say this. If you've got a SIP provider and they don't understand Alamo Mortgage Holdings, maybe you show them this presentation and they don't understand it. That's okay. We know a lot of other SIP providers that can and will help you if your current SIP provider is not helping you. But I'm sure they're going to be able to understand this where you're just making an investment with your SIP. There should be no reason that it's not suitable. But if you have a problem, come back to us. We're here to solve your problems. What type of an investment is it? You are purchasing UK corporate income bonds. Is it a regulated product? No, this is not a regulated product. And that's part of the reason we can pay so much more. The regulation adds a tremendous expense and a burden on companies. And you know what, folks? At the end of the day, it's great to have regulation. But, if you start looking at you'll only invest in regulated products, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. And if you feel good about the team, if you feel good about the opportunity, that's a choice that every investor has to make. But I encourage you to keep an open mind. Who can invest? Well, I've got some good news, folks. One of the requirements is you have to be 18 years old. And judging by the look of everyone in this room, we are safe. Everyone is going to qualify. You're all over 18. You made it. So that is great, folks. It can also be a trust. If you have a trust and you want the trust to invest, we can work with that. If you have a company, we can work with that. If you've got a charity and you want to invest, we can work with that. How's the money protected? We go through that in more detail in the investment memorandum, but we have created multiple layers of security and safeguards. Can a company and joint applications, are they permitted? Yes, that's permitted. So these are the basics of it. How's the tax managed? We pay 100% of the interest to you. We're not going to take anything out of your payment. We're going to release all of the money to you. Okay. And then when you get the money, you and your tax professional can decide how much of that needs to be paid on your taxes. That's between you and your tax professional. Everybody has a different marginal tax rate. Everybody has a different approach to their taxes. So that's something that we just pay all the money to you so that you can make that decision. Are there any limits? There's no limits. I mean, we suggest a minimum of 100,000 pounds, but folks, if you're new, if you're just getting started with us and that's a little bit more than you want to get started with, hey, that's not a problem. We can work with you. Come one, come all. Can I get access to my money early? No, folks. This is not like day trading where you're going to buy a stock and then, it went down a little bit. I should sell at a loss. It's not like that. This is in a liquid product, but that's part of the reason it pays so much more money than the more liquid products. Gilt is very liquid, but what are you going to do with it? So with this, it's more illiquid, but that's actually an advantage to you because frankly, a lot of these investors that get addicted to that day trading where they're selling at a loss all the time, they would have done better if they had just taken a position and not moved the money around every time the stock went up or down. So just keep that in mind. If you want to invest, it is so easy. Just reach out to me. Find me on LinkedIn or call me. My number is +1 for the United States and then 817-203-4160, or go to our website, fill out the contact form. We welcome you as an investor. We are happy to work with you. And that is it for our presentation for today. I'm going to stop the recording and then I will answer any questions.